One of the job search tips that I say on here all the time is at the end of the interview, you should ask the hiring manager, what is stopping you from hiring me? Some kind of variation of a question like that. And I will tell you, in all my years of recruiting, every hiring manager I've ever worked with is like, this person asked me this question and I hated it so much. The reason why is, one, it makes them think about what's negative about you as opposed to thinking about what's positive. And the second point is that you're putting them on the spot and they can't really answer that question. They definitely can't answer it honestly and freely because, I mean, we're going to get sued. We don't want to make the hiring manager uncomfortable. So I asked my LinkedIn network, what are some better questions to ask at the end of the interview? And so I'm going to share them with you. One of the questions that I've never seen before that really stood out for me was, what do you wish you knew about the company before you started? Another question that I loved was, how can I make your job easier? Oh, I wish somebody would ask me that at an interview. One of my favorite hiring managers from Microsoft left, how can I work well with you in this role? I always tell my clients that the most important questions I feel like you can ask in an interview are ones that really have to do with like team dynamic and culture to really figure out if this is a good fit for you. So understanding your manager, especially if it's your direct manager, what their managing style is like, to me has always been really important. I also like to see questions about like certain projects that they're working on. So, tell me about the most exciting project that you've worked on since you've been here, or what are the biggest challenges that you're dealing with right now? One that's also really impressive is if you do a little bit of research before you get to the interview and you see more about the company, especially if it's about the team, anything that may have been in the news or on their LinkedIn's, and then ask that. Somebody said that in an interview, they recently won an employee benefits award and she asked why we won it. And that really impressed her because she really did her research. Now, of course, asking those generic questions like, where would this role lead in 2 years, 5 years? Those are great questions too. Any question is better than no question. Also, any question is better than the why won't you hire me right now question. What do you think about these questions? Are you going to add them to your interview? And if not, what are some better questions that people should be asking?